Welcome back to TV Movie Mistress, guys. I am here today to talk about season 2, episode 7 of Pit Bib. And oh my gosh, what an episode it was. After last week's roller coaster, especially after he finds out that Tony and Willie are working together, after also finding out that Babe has been investigating Willie on his own and what the fallout of that looks like. This week continues. It continues. Like the actors are giving, the story is giving. I am happy. So I think this week we're just gonna go through the episode. Normally I like to sort of like focus on like the plot lines and how that works out. But this week I think we're just gonna recap it by going through it. So let's jump into it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Here we go. Talk about a picture saying 1,000 different things, because just in this first scene out the gate where everyone except for Babe and Charlie are celebrating the win for X Hunter, you've got North and Sonic just out here. Like, North looks like he wants all of the attention from Sonic, and Sonic just looks like he is tired because, again, the main issue remains with them, which is non-communication. Like, if Babe and Charlie communicate badly, North and Sonic communicate wait, non... Okay, there we go. North and Sonic's communication is non-existent. So and then we've got Alan being the best uncle ever. And I love how he's like, oh, of course they're good. That's why they're not here. You think I didn't know what I was doing by giving them alone time in the locker room? And one, why are you giving them alone time? Like you better tell them to go home. Two, you're not giving them anything. I feel like like, unless Alan is telling all the riders and staff, like, don't go to the locker room once Charlie and Babe are in there. Maybe that's what he's doing. But that's also funny to me because this is such a weird thing to claim mastery of. And oh, reminder, stick to the end because I've been working on my who is which X-Men character. I don't have it for everybody, but I have it for a couple more than I did before. So stay tuned to the end for that. Again, before we move on, I do just love seeing how Sonic is completely done in a loving way with North. He's just like, oh my god, like he's like, this is my man. This is unfortunately my man. I feel like this is how I feel when Jin from BTS just does stuff, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'm still claiming him. Not letting that one go. Not at all. So Babe and Charlie, we thought we were good last week. Here we go. Like they're making out. Obviously, we knew they weren't good. Obviously, Babe was like, "Oh, we're having sex, so we're definitely back together." And Charlie's just like, I just like. I don't even want to say Charlie's conflicted. Charlie's got three things happening. I've got to come up with this skill nullifying drug. I've got my relationship with Babe. I've got Tony, and he's just got his own issues. He's got his own insecurities. Like there's a lot happening. So for him to come to Babe to be like, we're not really together. I still need time to think. I love you, but yeah, the I guess the turbulence that takes on Babe is definitely evident from this scene here out. Like, I love that. I love him accent that. He's like, especially if we remember last week's episode, Charlie was like, I need space, I need time. And Babe was like, yeah, that's not an option. So then they have sex. And then this week again, Charlie is like, I need space, I need time. And Charlie's like, God damn it, how much time do you need? He's not going to give it to him. Obviously, we see in a couple of scenes, he is absolutely not going to give it to him. But, you know, A for effort on Babe's part because he is real. Babe is committed. Like I feel like the fandom is doing this thing with the both of these guys where like we almost, and I'm gonna include myself as well, where we kind of want this punitive um result for Babe being a bad partner when Charlie's not necessarily a perfect partner, But regardless of that, like, punitive retribution should not be what we are seeking in in our couples. So even I, again, like I said, I'm gonna have to watch myself for that, because look at the puppy's eyes. Look at the puppy's eyes. He is sad. He loves this man, whether or not he is not doing a good job 100%. Like, the intent is there. And now this one's out here looking dumb and sad too. Like, what are we doing? And just as we got the reveal last week that Tony and Willie are working together, the show fleshes that out a little bit more. You've got Win out here. He's got a bigger clothing budget now, so he's out here flexing with Tony. Shout out to him. But we also get a lot more information about Willie. I like this hairstyle better on Tony, by the way. I feel like his hair fully down, I'm not here for, but I like the half bun, half side bang thing that's going on. But aside from that, which is neither here nor there, we see how he treats Willie like just sugar honey iced tea. Like, it's terrible. And then they have the audacity to show how terrible he treats Willie, a tool, less than a tool, like an object. Well, I mean, I guess a tool is an object, but we see how he hits him with his cane. Like, that's the ultimate form of disrespect in this type of situation, in my opinion. And I don't think I should say in my opinion. I think that's just a general opinion. But they follow this up with giving us the sad story of Willie. Not the entire thing, of course, but definitely enough to see how his past might have informed his present. And goddamn, y'all. God, don't turn this show around and then have me feeling bad for Willie. Because Willie's a bad person. Willie is absolutely a bad person. But then you then go, I want to have words with the director, guys. And then you go humanize Willie. And here I am like, well, maybe we can redeem him. I do not like that. But I do like that we are seeing what it has taken for Willie to get here. We see him on the fighting grounds of what looks like a prison. We see Tony do that thing where he comes and offers a person salvation, but it's also the worst type of salvation because it indebts you to him forever. It's you essentially selling your life from one bad circumstances into a slightly better circumstance controlled by Tony. And then we see the experimentation that Willie has gone through. And the fact that Tony also put a chip in his body that can detonate at any time. So you kind of see why Willie is Willie. Great. I think this has been a masterful addition to the story for season 2. The story has been well told. We kind of I should probably go back and listen to what I said about Willie in episode 1 and 2. I still hate him. Like, that's not going to change. Sad story or not, your actions still have consequences, and you still need to be held accountable for those consequences. Well, for those actions, I mean. But also, what a good job the show does at showing us just how deeply depraved Tony is. Because here he is, like, working on his artwork as Willie is being experimented on, tortured, just this beautiful, relaxing thing he's doing amidst this chaotic life he lives. And then what do we have? We have North and Sonic, again, cuties, not talking to each other. If you remember, Sonic is like, I don't want to be the best dressed. I don't want to be the best dressed racer anymore. I'm just going to go back to like Paris. And I made that joke on Blue Sky, y'all, and no one liked it. And I think that was a pretty funny joke. So maybe, like, again, I know like nobody's on Blue Sky, but I had to give Twitter up. But, you know, if you're a BL fan, like, find me on Blue Sky so we can talk BL. Okay. So yeah, these two are fighting each other. Alan is like, okay, I guess this is a thing that's happening currently. So from there, Charlie finally finds his way to work. I guess he's been missing since he quote unquote made up with Babe, and they, I guess, assume they've just been at home going at it like rabbits. They have not, but Babe, but Charlie is here to say he's quitting the team. And I kind of wish they had left this out of the preview last week so I could have been more engaged or shocked by it. Because I was just like, what do you mean you're quitting the team? Are you okay? Like, the fact that Alan is not more angry in some of these scenes proved to me how better a manager someone like Alan is. He doesn't take things personal. He kind of, a lot of folks around him say a lot of stuff that they don't really follow through, but he doesn't blow up by it. He kind of sees what's happening in the situation and tries to get the best outcome from everyone. And again, shout out to Alan, best manager of X Hunter, very well deserved manager of X Hunter. I'm not sure how much money he's making and if it's enough, but this is his dream. Charlie and Babe are not making that easy though. So Charlie is taking a bigger break from the team because he feels he needs to allocate more time to, the research side of the skill nullifying drug. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, guys, I have a question I'm hoping you guys can help me with because this scene between Charlie and Jeff was very interesting because Charlie confesses to Jeff that, yeah, I followed Willie. He's definitely working with Tony. And from that, Jeff is like, okay, so if it's true that Willie is in fact an alpha, and not just an alpha, but that he was working for Tony, do you not in fact owe Babe an apology? And guys, I don't know how to process that. Does Charlie owe Babe an apology in this situation where Babe was out here being reckless, investigating Willie in order to find out whether or not he is in fact an alpha? For Charlie to go out there and confirm that yes, Willie is in fact an alpha and has in fact been working for Tony or with Tony. Like, because Babe still did some, like, you could do an investigation, Babe. You don't have to go naked and like pretend to try and seduce someone because of that investigation. So I don't know if I have an answer, but if you guys have an answer, please let me know in the comments because I don't know. I don't know if Charlie needs to apologize. And guys, what was I saying? What was I saying last week, right? I said, is Charlie sure he wants to go this path? Is Charlie sure? Again, Charlie was doing all that logistics of I have to like cut everybody off from my life to protect them because if not, Willie's gonna kill them. And I'm working on this skill nullifying drug because if we can get rid of these powers, then Tony won't want to hurt us anymore. And I was like, what evidence have you seen about that? Right? We went through this in season 1 where Charlie again was like self-sacrificial, lamb to the wolf. Like, if I sacrifice or if I block off or if I try to do my best, then they'll be fine. But is that the solution, Charlie? Is that the solution? So shout out to my baby Jeff. Jeff and Alan holding this entire team together with two strings and a can because no one is thinking. No one is thinking, y'all. And it's frustrating me. It's frustrating me because their actions have consequences. And you're not thinking through all of this, Charlie. You're not. Okay, let's move on to the next thing, guys. Guys, I'm moving closer to the mic and speaking in a deeper voice so you can understand how serious I am right now. Because I swear, if they kill Alan, I am going to lose it. Because Alan possibly dying by the end of this season was not on my bingo cards. That's all I'm going to say. I'm probably going to say something again, but for now, that's all I'm going to say. Okay, now outside of that, outside of this show throwing hints my way that Alan might die, you've got Babe out here just looking like a puppy, like, where's my man? Where's mama? Like, I don't like this at all. Shout out to Pavel, y'all, because man, he came. He came this week to give me angst. He was like, I'm gonna make y'all feel things that are going to make you uncomfortable. I hope you're ready. And he was right. I too much. My heart was feeling like this was a real relationship in real life. But Babe then being like, hey Jeff, can you use your powers that have been leading to you bleeding from the nose and having your body deteriorate? Can you use it to see if me and my boyfriend are together in the future? Can you take away all agency from my actions to see if me and my boyfie are still together? And thankfully, yeah, Jeff is like, yeah, I can't right now. I'm not feeling well. Again, Jeff and Alan, the only mature couple people in this show, and honestly, they might be more mature than me because they handle a lot of what their friends, coworkers, all of that throw at them in a very sincere and mature fashion, week after week. Could not be me. One day it might be. I'm working towards it, but you are not gonna be asking me to use my powers that could kill me to find out if you I mean, don't hurt to ask, I guess. You tried it, congrats, but yeah, the answer is no. So the next day, we have Jeff goes over to Kim and Kenta's place, and he's like, "Can you just not go back to Korea? Can you stay?" Like, he's just there letting off some steam. But the show again, then bringing up this neck element that Alan has again scares me. Stop bringing stuff up like this. Why are you dropping hints? Oh, guys, theory. Maybe they they get okay, so like Charlie's trying to come up with a skill nullifying drug, and Tony is coming up with a skill enhancing drug. So what if they either put both of that together, because that's how, drugs work. It's not. But hypothetically, they put it together and then they give Alan, and Alan has his own abilities. Oh my god, I think I figured it out. I'm a genius. I think I figured it out. Okay, so I really hope that the copyright gods will let me keep this next clip in, but if they don't, still as it is. But I love Kenta, like, just calling a spade, and just how sassy and shady he is. Why don't you trust Chris? Why is that the first thing out of your mouth, Pete? Thank you, because he's shady. I'm glad we all know that Chris is shady. And we're all at week after week, like, my guy, what are you doing? I live for him being called out. He's not sure about himself. What do you mean you're not sure about yourself? What is it that you're not sure of? The fact that the person that looks like a carbon copy of your ex-lover you should not be dating because one, feelings, two, you're his employer? Like, what is it you're not sure about? And why are you surprised that I'm side-eyeing you? Ooh. You know what? At least they didn't show. Did they not show Chris this week? I don't remember. Maybe I just blocked it out. So this is again another scene where Pavel said he was going to try and break me because Charlie's like, I'm moving out. Charlie's like, I'm staying in my other place. And Babe is like, wow, you're doing a lot. And then Pavel was like, let me bring emotions to bear. So again, excellent acting coming out from Pavel this season. Like, kudos. Do you guys want to hear another funny joke I made on Blue Sky that nobody liked? I know you do. So anyway, I said, it feels like Babe and Charlie and them are in the X-Men universe. And you got Kim and Kenta out here in Jason Bourne land. Because I was like, now you're hunting people. You are here to take people down. Like, again, their whole experience, show, storyline just feels completely, not completely removed from the rest of the gang, but just feels like they are doing something else, completely different. But I'm still enjoying both of it as a whole. So kudos. Like the director for this, I gotta find his picture. I believe I mentioned his name last week, but fantastic job handling a cast of this size, so many dueling storylines, characters, actors, and still having this make a lick of sense. Like, you know what? Let's look for his name right now. Oh, yeah, Reset episode 2 is out on YouTube. That took way longer to upload because the copyright gods were not my friend on that one, guys. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Director. He has to put a white name up there. Peter Nopachai Jayanama. And if you're foreign, like you know what I mean when I said he has to put a white, well, maybe not a white name. He has to put an English name there. It's like in every. Okay, we found our man, director Peter Nopachai Jayanama. Director since 2019, so definitely a good amount of years. He did the first Pit Babe. I'm glad they kept him from season 2. He's definitely been able to build on what he started, so that's pretty good. Dramas, movies. Okay, okay. Well, shout out to Nopachai. Like, sir, I respect you. Like, I like what you're doing. Let's see if we can get like a real world picture. Peter Nopachai. Okay, okay, look at him, sir. Let me see. I'm not sure if you guys can see this picture. I'm sorry. I've just been like not okay. This picture is surveying. Like like that's an introduction. That's way different than his that's way I guess that's a headshot from back in the day. But okay, I guess he is an actor turned director. Sir, you are a good director. Okay, he's got longer hair now. Okay. He's a Thai German. Wait. No, the Thai German. I know this is a big sideways. I was actually trying to make this week's episode shorter, if you can believe it. Okay, but I've learned a lot. Great director. I'll keep checking for him. But now back to the story. If this was not the most these two in their meet cues. Like I like it. I like it. And also I'm guessing like this is hitting even harder for Kenta because he's normally the protector. Folks don't normally be protecting him. So getting that from Kim, it's probably, ringing off some bells for him. So if you guys remember earlier on, I said I love Alan as a manager. I think he's very capable. He's good at his job. And this scene is one of the reasons that solidifies that, right? He's like, okay, Charlie's quit. North is spinning out in races. Guess what, Dean? You're taking Charlie's place. So it's like, okay, problem solution. Not problem, nag. It's like problem solution. You go on to the next step. Now he's giving Dean an opportunity to become a racer after working behind the scenes. Oh my god, guys, I'm gonna die if Dean is the mole. Because Babe is looking at him mad hard. Like, here I was about to, like, congratulate him and be like, he's been the best, he's been quiet, he's been helpful, he's been dutiful, but oh my god, what if he's the fucking mole? Oh my god, now I'm stressed. Okay, oh my god, I just theoried myself. But if none of that is true, congratulations to Dean. Congrats, Dean. You got a promotion. Another thing that I'm loving about this season is we finally get to see the growth we've been asking for from Babe. Like, season 1, Jeff and Charlie were just kind of out here lying to him, and I was getting hurt thinking I was going to have to see that again this season. But Babe may be a lot of things, but Babe learns, and he goes to Jeff, and he's like, so what are you and Charlie up to? This is giving the stink of my man is hiding something, and if my man is hiding something, you're involved. So, just let me know what's going on. And guess what? Because Jeff doesn't want the smoke, he absolutely tells Babe what his man is up to and where his man is staying up at. Because why am I in it? Why am I, Jeff, with my boo over here in it? So, best solution. So, what does Babe do with this newfound information from Jeff? He absolutely straight up goes to his man. He's like, okay, you think Tony's gonna kill all of us. You think this is this. It's like, maybe I want to die with you. Maybe I want to be with you. Maybe I want to protect you. He says all the right things and just steps his seducing level up to level like 1000. Like, if we thought last week was Babe stepping on the gas for his man, Babe, oh, he wore me down before Charlie, to be honest, but he's putting in work for his man, and I I appreciate that. His man is Charlie and being stubborn and not wanting to listen, of course. But we'll leave that for another day and or minute. I'm not sure which one yet. So Babe says his piece. He gives Charlie the choice. He's like, I'm still gonna be here though, and here's your ring. Word if you don't. And you would kind of think this would thaw Charlie a bit. Like, your man knows what's happening. He knows your fears. But Charlie just is not budging. And then from there, the show decides, let us step on the gas for a bit. We don't have any racing clips, but we are going to step on the metaphorical gas that is Alan and Jeff. Alan and Jeff, cutesy goodbye. Go to the doctor. Let me know how that goes. But why, as soon as Jeff returns in the house, he starts seeing split realities, possibly split dimensions, regardless of what the word is. He's seeing multiple iterations of himself and Alan. And I am pretty sure that is not good for the brain, which we see when he falls on the floor immediately. Charlie, meanwhile, is still out here like, you cannot trick me, babe. You cannot trick me with those pecs and muscles. I refute it. And Babe is like, nah. Do you see how fine all of this is? Now, I feel like for us on the outside, we're seeing this scene like, wow, Charlie is really like not falling for this. I think if we were in Charlie's head, Charlie would be screaming because he wants to like take some of that. Why would I say take some of that? Tap that? Yeah, I feel like Charlie is melting from need of Babe at this point. Because what are you... He probably, as soon as he saw like 3 droplets on the floor, he wanted to go get that why do I no longer know words? Blow dryer. Jesus Christ. He wanted to go get that blow dryer and blow that hair for mama. But he gets the hair dryer. He blows his baby's hair. It is cute. And he finally falls for all that is Babe. But while I was indeed very happy at this moment, I then think it's wild that Jeff is calling. Jeff is calling Charlie to be like, help. I need help. And Charlie's here getting his life on Babe. Oh, I laugh. But yeah, Jeff is driving while his brain is breaking. Alan is at the hospital getting information that this old injury he has is getting worse. What worse means, I don't want to know. Babe is here, still laid out on the couch. Charlie is already like dressed and everything. Like, Babe is such a princess, and I love that, and I want that. Like, he's just out here like, I'm good. I'm good. But after their strenuous exercise, he finally picks up the phone. He finds out that Jeff is in the hospital. They head to the hospital, and he is crushed. He is crushed at the sight of Jeff in this position, that he has not been able to get further along in manufacturing this drug that would save Jeff's life. But, side note, what if Shady Chris is doing something to make it take longer to get this like formula out? What if he's delaying it? I don't know, food for thought. But yeah, this last couple of minutes completely just shocked me, blew my mind, because we go from, Jeff's in the hospital, he's okay, but to be honest, I did not think we would end the episode with Charlie absorbing all of Jeff's powers. What is that going to look like next week? Because obviously he collapsed on the floor. Obviously, the idea that like even Alan can't go get his surgery for whatever's hurting him right now because of the group. I'm sure all of that is contributing to the burden Charlie is feeling. This weight of, I have to be the one to sacrifice, again, myself for the collective. But yeah, what did you guys think? Because this was a lot to take in. Even Jeff is like, yo, my guy, what are you doing? Like, stop it. Do not do this. Like, now look at you. You stupid. Now you're on the... But now you're on the floor all collapsed out. Like, what are we doing? But yeah, that is it for this week's episode of Pit Babe. Like, talk about a wild ride, y'all. Talk about a wild ride. Oh, and I almost forgot. So here's my X-Men comparisons. So I think Jeff is Jean Grey. I think Alan is Cyclops. I think P is Wolverine. I don't know who Tony is yet. I think Way is Beast because he's the scientist. Babe and Charlie, I haven't quite figured out yet. But I think maybe Babe and Charlie might be Rogue and Gambit. Would that work? Anyway, it's still a work in progress, but that's sort of where I'm at right now. So if you want to throw your hat in the ring for any X-Men characters you think are any of the Pit Babe characters, feel free to share and let me know. You will only make me happy. I just want you to know that. But yeah, that's it for this week, guys. Please do not forget, leave a like and subscribe. Reset episode 2 is out. Pit Babe season 2 is going to come out, and then we're going to have, it hasn't aired yet, we're going to have My Stubborn. So those are the 3 in the pipeline. I still got to edit Epic the Musical and Interview the Vampire, but I'm kind of like focusing on these 3 right now, and they take so much time to edit, guys. It's like insane, but they'll all come out eventually. And I also don't want to, like, even if I did get all of that done, if I did burn the midnight oil, like, I don't think you guys would want to be like overloaded with all of that at once. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. So if you want all of it, let me know. I whatever y'all want, I give. But yeah, outside of that, thank you so much for listening, and we will do this again soon. Bye.